Do you have a chicken list? You're thinking, what chicken list? What's a chicken list? A chicken list is a list of actions that you are afraid to take because they're so big, they're so intimidating, and I can't do it. Let me tell you something. Today, we're going to talk about that chicken list, and we're going to talk about taking one bold action every day. Did you get that? Taking one bold action every day that absolutely just scares the snot out of your comfort zone. And this is why that I want to talk with you today. Now, somebody asked me recently, well, do you know things about selling? Do you know things about marketing? Do you know? The last 38 years, I have literally sold billions of dollars of stuff, catalyzed as well. And the other part of it is, yeah, I know about copy. I know about hooks. I mean, somebody asked me, well, do you know hooks? I said, yeah, I know hooks. 20 some years ago, I had a product out called attention magnets. And it was about how to get people's attention on blog posts and articles and CDs and on phone calls and various things like that. Well, they just changed the name to hooks. Yes, I understand all that. We're going to get to it. If you're on this YouTube channel, we are going to get to that. But at the same point, growing you is more important. Transforming who you are is more important to me than any type of thing that you can learn somewhere else. Of course, how we teach is a little unique. But what I want to do is I want to talk about your chicken list, because this is one of my favorite things to talk about, because this is the thing that you're not doing because you're chicken buck, buck, buck. And that's why that you need to take one bold action every single day in order to break the stigma and break the psychology behind the chicken list called fear. So you need to tell your comfort zone, dude, we're getting ready to set this thing on fire and we're going to burn it to the ground. I will not have any more comfort zone, because the single greatest thing that people have a tendency to lean on are their comfort zone, what's familiar, what's comfortable, what they're used to, what they have experienced. But growth doesn't stay there. Growth doesn't happen there. Growth happens outside of all of those things and forcing you to move to that place where suddenly you start noticing changes in you never knew would ever happen. And you go, oh my gosh, whoa, look what happened in my business. Look what happened in my relationships. And that's the reason why that I want you to transform into that person that absolutely, let me be real with you. I can teach you all kinds of closing, prospecting, all this other stuff, online, offline, blah, 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 AI. But you're more important to me than tactics right now. You have to get you right. And this is why we do what we do. So let's take a look at take one bold action every day. What is the one task you've been avoiding the longest? Oh, what is the one action you have been avoiding the longest and procrastinating and delaying? What is that action? Oh, I'm getting really down and stomping on your toes. You build confidence, unbreakable, bulletproof confidence, by doing the one thing that you have been fearing the most. I remember mine was calling the president of a bank. His name was Mr. Caldwell. And when I started out in direct sales, I wanted to call him because I knew that he had a lot of contacts and stuff, but I put it off. I was chicken to call him. One day, I don't remember what Ben, my mentor, said in direct sales. He says, Douglas, why don't you just pick up the phone and just call him and just ask his opinion on something? So finally, and this is months later, finally I got the courage to call Mr. Caldwell. And I said, Mr. Caldwell, I've started a business and I'm where you were about 35 years ago. And I was wondering if I might ask you some questions. I would love to take you out to lunch. I knew you'd say no. I'd love to take you out to lunch if you allow me to buy it. I just like to ask you questions about what you did when you got started at this bank. And he said, what kind of questions are you looking for? I said, well, this question, this question, this question. He says, sure, I'll go. And we went to lunch and we became friends. And those 3, 4, 5 months I didn't call him, and I had in my mind I'll bug him and he's going to tell me no and think I'm stupid. No, he was one of the kindest, and I learned so much from him today. He's a billionaire, and we still stay in touch. So do the task that you've been avoiding the longest, because sometimes that task has the biggest payoff of anything you could do. Start a conversation with someone who intimidates you. That's what I did. Who's the one person that you would love? If you're in real estate, in direct sales or insurance or whoever, start that conversation with the one person who intimidates you the most. Who would that be? Think about it. You expand your influence by proving to yourself that you can hold that conversation. Did you get that? You need to start looking at who you're chicken to call, and that's the one person you must call. That's how we train our people. If you're chicken to call this person, that means you must call that person. Well, what if they tell me no? Who cares? You call them. That's all that matters. So start a conversation with someone realistically who intimidates the absolute snot out of you, and then watch what happens to you when they actually are nice and they're willing to help a little bit, at least from answering some questions. Or maybe they want to take a look at your product. You would be shocked because they're just normal people like you and me. Believe it or not, just a little bit more successful. Post a message that you've been scared of posting because people will judge you. Now, what message would that be? That may be a message about your product, maybe be your testimonial. It may be about a conversation that you've recently had. It may be something dealing in something totally different. But post that message, even though you think you'll be judged. Come here. They're not going to judge you. 95% of the people that you think is going to judge you, and I love what Gary Vee says, if they judge you, then they're not worthy of anything anyway. Post a message that you are scared to post. You grow your voice online, offline, by sharing the truth that most people have been watering down. And this is why when you post that message you've been scared to post, and that video, oh man, it grows you so quick. Just like that, you're not even close to being the same person. Say yes to an opportunity before you feel ready. That's the next one. Ooh, that's scary. Say yes. Richard Branson says, I say yes to everything. He said, then we figure it out. That's why he owns 400 companies. He says yes to everything then. And when it comes to business, when it comes to various things in the marketplace, of course, you have to be careful because Richard Branson's a billionaire and you're not, but say yes to an opportunity when you don't even feel ready. You accelerate by growth by looking at something that will grow you even if you're not ready. You figure it out as you go. So do the task you've been avoiding the longest. Start a conversation with someone that absolutely intimidates you. Post a message that I know they're going to judge me. Post it anyway. You're not going to be judged. They don't care. Say yes to an opportunity before you're ready. I did that recently, and I think it's going to turn out okay. Raise your standards in one area. It doesn't matter what area in your life. Raise your standards in one area, and then start immediately. Raise the level of what you think you need to do in your thinking or in your belief or in your taking action or in your business or in your relationships. Whatever it is, take it up a level and then immediately start there. Because when you upgrade how you see yourself, when you upgrade that by refusing the version that used to be, everything changes in your life. It shifts, it changes, it transforms, and you become literally a new person. Chicken list. Take one bold action a day of something you've been putting off, a conversation that you haven't held, a video that's out, maybe an opportunity perhaps, maybe that you're a little not sure of, but say yes anyway, see where it goes, and elevate who you are and what you refuse to settle for any longer to a level that gets you excited. Guys, get you a fire journal. Take notes because I'm telling you, this is what life is about, moving into the self-image and how it defines your habits. But I can tell, and I want you to, come here. I want you to understand this. I can tell who's going to be a millionaire and who isn't just by asking them about their habits. Because the potential of becoming a millionaire always is found in your habits. And I used to say that on the Millionaire Road every single day. Guys, get a fire journal, take notes. God bless you. And most importantly, spread the fire. I mean, tell someone about this. We're here. Subscribe. And we ain't going nowhere but up. Spread the fire.